We were
No,
scared
not
of
at
Mel
all.
Karmazin at the time.
You know what? He'll do great in the private sector. He'll fucking be one of these guys that'll be on all the news programs. Fox will pick him up. He'll do just fine.
you're right.
He'll
he knows
do
that.
just fucking fine.
Let's go to Brad. Brad, what do you got on this?
Hey, I kind of think this sounds like a coup d'etat. You guys are saying that you think he wants to retire. I'm not saying it definitely is. I'm just saying back, a few hundred years ago, even 100 years ago, if you were to buck Parliament or any kind of political power, and you were the general doing it, that was a coup d'etat. You have all the military
Coup
on the
d'etat.
hand, right? Right now you got Obama, who wants to reenact this, allow gays in the military, and now they're making these anti-gay comments or whatever in the magazine. To me, I kind of think this is him trying to buck authority.
This happened between MacArthur and Truman also.
Yes, last one fired, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
really?
happened between MacArthur and Truman over the Korean War and the fact that MacArthur wanted to get in there and get into China and start fucking up the Chinese. Wow. And Truman's like, nah, I don't really think we should do that.
Truman was right.
And MacArthur wanted to use nukes. I mean, he really did not want the Chinese helping out North Korea. And he let it be known that he wasn't happy with Truman's decision. And Truman told him to go take a fucking hike.
Go screw.
Yeah. Truman's the guy, by the way, that did drop 2 bombs on Japan. So
Good we didn't fuck with China, though. Good, I'm glad we didn't fuck with China.
Yeah, at the time, that's a tough one.
What are we doing in Korea? Like, the whole thing. I don't care if they
That was a
fucking
big
fuck them.
Yeah, big ally at the time. Cold War.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
No, I know.
There was the domino theory that they had that if you let one country fall to the commies, all the rest will. And they didn't want to lose Southeast Asia. That was the time. That was the thinking and mindset of the time. In hindsight, you look back and go, yeah, it's stupid. Good. Fuck them. Let them go commie. But at least that problem's taken care of, and they're all getting along fine. Fucking half a century later.
Yeah.
Oh, literal Jim.
If they're getting along, we're the archest of enemies here.
Oh, Chip. Love Chip's political commentary.
Yeah. This general will just come back and go, okay, I said it, It's like, what am I doing? I mean, it was one of them things,
That's a good point.
Some more of the phone calls that we're not going to be able to get to. Brian in Ohio. I think the whole thing was planned by McChrystal. We kind of said that.
Maybe.
Chris on Long Island, there's no reason McChrystal should resign. Yeah, exactly. Let Obama fire you if you're that brave. Abe Lincoln had a general that badmouthed him.
Hold on. I got a text from Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, shit.
Racial mutiny. White people hate a nigger boss. Patrice sent me that.
Patrice will be here very soon. He's driving and texting, obviously.
Fucking funny.
You can't, Al in the Poconos, you can't wave your dick in front of the bus and expect to keep your job. I think McChrystal understands that. Mike in Queens, you need to follow orders and respect higher ranks in the military.
McClellan gave Lincoln a lot of shit. Someone said that. McClellan gave Lincoln a lot of shit. But McClellan was a fucking pussy. McClellan had a huge army and didn't do shit with it. Right. He sat there waiting for shit to happen. Never went in on the offensive. He was a coward, McClellan. He stunk. And then he wanted to badmouth Lincoln. Believe me, there's plenty of things you could badmouth Lincoln about. But when you're a faggot that isn't going across a river and taking care of some hillbillies, you got to go.
Patrice O'Neill, everyone. Patrice.
I was on the phone.
Hey.
Hi, Patrice.
I was just listening. I was hoping somebody white would call in. And you guys, there's no racial nothing to this. There's no mutiny of the nigger president. Nothing.
I'll tell you what.
On a countrywide scale, not at all.
I don't think so, Patrice. Only because military guys, like if what's his name, if Colin Powell was still the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, or when he was like a 4 or 5 star general, I don't forget what he was. Yeah. They respected and listened to him because he was a commanding officer. I mean, I think.
But he was also down with. I mean, really, man. I can't believe it's just like not even a drop where it's not even this general who's doing this. It's on a countrywide scale. It just seems like the country and everybody is like, fuck you, president.
No, this is something I don't see as being a racial incident. And believe me, I try to find race in everything.
Dude, it's just you feel it. But again, you can't really have a conversation about it. Like, it's hard, but you just feel it that even during Katrina, Bush wasn't. People call Bush dumb and all that, but you never felt like he wouldn't put his fucking boot on the whole country's neck to say, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do.
Well, are you kidding? He took so much shit and racial shit.
No. I'm saying he did. Bush took a lot of shit as a president. People did, but you never felt like the country was like, fuck you. Like you never thought that it feels like somehow. I'm feeling like Obama a little bit. Like if I was that, I'm feeling like, damn, this motherfucking country is like.
But it.
Patrice?
That was not us hanging up.
No, we didn't hang up on you.
On uppity Patrice.
That was was he driving?
Yeah, it's
of course. Yeah.
Okay, so that was probably he probably went to the tunnel.
Well, he'll finish his point. He's coming in today.
I don't see this as being a racial thing.
No.
I see this, and Obama had a lot of support amongst his own constituency.
They said he voted for Obama.
Yeah,
he voted for Obama.
He voted
really?
for Obama. And he had a lot of support. Obama's supporters are not supporting him like they were during the election. And that is because they don't like the job he's doing. It's not all of a sudden they turn around and realize he's a black man as the president. You don't just go, oh, my God, he's what? Oh, I don't like him anymore. And I think it's the same thing with this general. I think it's a professional matter, not the racial stuff. I think this general didn't like the way Obama was handling the conflict. And the general knows better what to do over there in Afghanistan. Obama wasn't listening to him, and he's pissed.
I bet you the general's idea, this is not about a black thing. He's looking at Obama as if he's this little fucking like liberal who's never done military service. That's probably the way. He would probably look at Clinton with a very similar disdain, although Clinton, I think, was a more savvy politician because he had a longer time in the game. But I think, believe me, if fucking Obama was a conservative guy or a guy with military experience, there would be a lot more respect from the military. It's not about him being black.
Yeah.
When Colin Powell was the fucking general, he was respected, listened to, and nobody fucked with him. Right. Nobody.
And then when he went to the UN and babbled out a bunch of George Bush's bullshit story about Iran or Iraq, he did catch shit. But it had nothing to do with race. It had to do with, oh, my God, this guy went up there and just had Bush's crap falling out of his mouth. And when he got called out on it, people lost a lot of respect for him, but not because of his race.
And when, whatchamacallit, Condoleezza Rice was the Secretary of State, she was, there weren't all these guys saying she's stupid or the military guys weren't bad-mouthing. I mean, not to my memory. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's about having a black boss.
So where do we go from here? When is this all going down?
Whenever he flies back.
Yeah, it's a long flight.
He's still flying?
Well, that's got to be a long flight for him. I hope there's beverages on board.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime today, though?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, that's going to be today.
To say the president... To allow yourself to say the president was intimidated and uncomfortable, all the military, it's like, what do you say that publicly?
He knows. He's had it. There's more to this story, obviously.
And this guy, he's been in the shit. He knows the deal, and he's qualified. So I'd like to see who gets the job after this guy and what the qualifications are, and if it's a political move based on Obama's part, or if it's an actual very qualified man that's going to go there and take care of business.
Sure. Let's go to Tony, black guy from Atlanta, because it's important to the discussion today. What do you got, Tony?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey,
what
Tony.
up, Tony?
Hey, yeah, I'm a black guy. I'm from New York originally. I voted for Obama, of course, because he was black. I wanted to see a brother in the office. But a lot of people are taking shots at him, and like the first year, I defended him. I'm like, nah, it's just the race card. It's the race card. All right, a year's passed. All right, let's step in reality. He's being too quiet. He's too conserved. And it's giving off a vibe like, okay, he's confident, he's comfortable, he knows what he's doing. I bought that. I got it. I'm like, all right, he's falling back. He knows what he's doing. Now it's at the point where I'm getting antsy. I'm a little irritated. And I'm like, a lot of people are taking shots at him. He needs to just get pissed off and fire back at everybody. And what Patrice said, I agree with him. Bush was a fucking idiot, a dummy. He was just an ignorant person. But one thing he wasn't afraid to do, if his back was against the wall in the situation with Iraq or whatever, he stepped up. He didn't care what anybody thought about him or his ratings if he had to make a move in Iraq, Afghanistan, or whatever. Obama is just too quiet. He needs to step the fuck up. He's a brother. Yeah, that's cool. I get it. Now, if he wants to see another election in office, he needs to step the fuck up. So, yeah, I'm glad McChrystal took that shot. I'm glad he sent the White House a wake-up call because he needs it. He needs it, him and Biden.
Do you think that, because it seems to me like, and again, I'm a white guy, maybe there's certain things I don't notice, but it seems to me like this is just presidential criticism, policy shit, like the oil spill. I'm not hearing any racial stuff. It's like he's not doing the right thing. He's kissing the oil company's ass. You hear that about every U.S. president. They kiss the oil company's ass. It's the same thing you heard about Bush.
It doesn't always have to be a racial incident. Sometimes the president can just be an asshole and be doing something that he shouldn't be doing. And in this case, this general said some shit he probably shouldn't have said. I don't see it as being a race thing, though.
No, it's past the race thing. It's all politics now, and that's fair ground. I'm with that, and I agree with you guys. I definitely agree with you guys, and I'm kind of glad he blew some smoke in the air, and woke Obama or the White House or his press. I'm glad he woke him up because I'm getting pissed off. He needs to step up. He's
going to be a one-term.
Hey, hold up, I'm the president. I'm making the decisions here. Fuck that.
He's going to be a one-termer if he doesn't change things around with the way people are viewing him. Right. He's going to be a one-term president.
Yeah, he's out, and Fox will get the one chick, the hootlers, the chick up in Alaska,
Sarah Palin.
Oh Jesus!
She'll never win this.
She's not.
She'll never win.
World War III in 2014.
Nobody wants to listen to her on a military scale. Nobody would trust her judgment.
All right, Tony. Thanks for the call, brother.
See ya.
All right, boys.
Dave in Connecticut has something very important as far as this goes. Something we haven't thought of. Dave.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
I was thinking about the guy who called in and mentioned that McChrystal was in the Black Ops for 20 years. You got to think if you're in that type of situation for a long time, you're very calculating, the risks you're going to take. How come nobody brought up the fact that the guy probably did this so he could free up time to go see Jimmy Norton at the Borgata?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wouldn't it be funny if Obama said that?
Oh, wow, I think.
We have to fire him before July 2nd and 3rd when I will be in Atlantic City.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Patrice calling back. He found the hotline. Patrice, what happened to your phone? Tunnel?
Driving through the tunnel, dude.
Okay.
I just wanted to, I was listening to this dude that just called in, the black dude.
Tony.
He explained it better than I did in terms of, I'm not saying, hey, it's less racial than it sounded. What I was saying, I just saying the way it looks, it's getting the way people are coming down on him. It's really like a lack of this respect that I've never seen a president really get on that level without putting a boot in somebody's ass, man.
George Bush got the least respect, whether you think he earned it, deserved it, or not. George Bush got the least respect I've ever seen a president get, ever. People give Obama a pass because of his race. They give him a pass.
That's very fair. That Bush got a lot of he's dumb and this and that, but something about him still. You never felt like people are like, fuck him, he ain't my boss. People were afraid, and the world was afraid that motherfucker would do something crazy. Like, he didn't give a fuck.
All right.
Obama has a thing where the way it's going, and maybe because, the country is so white that maybe even on a political level it's always going to feel racist. But
I think maybe
it's just weird to me.
Maybe the fact that he flew around the globe for the first 6 months of his administration, apologizing to the world and bowing to leaders and kissing the ass France and all these people that have just badmouthed us, maybe that didn't help either. I mean, he's not. He doesn't come across as a strong president that people fear. He comes across as a guy that, very diplomatic. He'll sit down and talk with you and shit like that. But a president needs the fucking, speak softly but carry a big stick. And Obama doesn't have the stick.
I don't think that's what's happening. But I think the scary part of this is now, okay, he's going to fire this general. He's going to try to clean up his own house. And it might get scarier if now the next 2 years Obama's trying to make everybody respect him now in-house, not on a global scale. Because on a global scale, he's down with the system on a global scale. He's down with all that shit. He's not trying to really control the world. He's down with this new shit, this new world shit. But in America, now he's going to start firing generals and putting boots and getting rid of Rahm Emanuel and he's dusting off the country, which is it's going to get ugly because he got to prove he's the boss now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he has taken a lot of criticism for not being presidential, and now he might overdo it by doing things like this. Yeah.
But I do think, though, it really did. Anthony raised a great point about how little weird things about like the bowing, which is not, he's not being, it was just a protocol mistake that he's made a few times. But he hasn't come off looking like Clinton was a Democrat. And I think the military didn't respect him a lot the way they would have respected a guy who served. But he came off as a guy who would put his foot in your ass, and Obama has not come off like that.
He came off as a,
there he is now.
he just, like I said, man, it started with me by having that beer with the guy in Cambridge. It just, you just can't let people tell you what to do, and sometimes you have to be, a little bit, spiteful almost to say, all right, you tell me this, I'm gonna go left if you say right, just to let you know that I'm running this shit. It just seems like a mutiny to me. That's all.
He's not a rule.
Like a whole mutiny, a national mutiny.
I don't know. He's not a rule with an iron fist kind of guy. And Jimmy Carter had the same problem. He wasn't respected because he was the consummate diplomat, always trying to please everybody and never wanting to really put his foot up someone's ass and get the respect that you need. Like Ronald Reagan got in office and did what the fuck Ronald Reagan wanted to do. And if you got in his way, you got his foot up your ass. Obama does not come across like that. I don't think he can because he's not that kind of person.
You know who was a good president for stuff like this? And he was underrated. He was not a great politician. Was Bush Sr. Because he was, again, he was a fucking CIA guy. Was in the military. And when first Desert Storm happened, the whole world was kind of like, we don't know about this. The country was again. They went in, did what they said they were going to do. He did not make the stupid move of going into Iraq because he knew there was no exit strategy. Right. It was like he played it smart. And he just ran a shitty campaign against Clinton and really should not have lost.
Read my lips, no new taxes. Sunk him.
I just never seen anybody who played it dumb like Obama's not even playing it dumb. He might be playing it soft, maybe. Right. But it's like this country rather have what seems to be. I mean, a dumb guy running it, and you feel more comfortable than maybe a corny, weak, smart guy. I mean, I don't remember. All I remember from Carter is the Iran thing, and it made everybody go, "Oh, he's a weakling." Right. Somebody else would have went in and killed them. We don't negotiate with terrorists. And Obama's not doing anything dumb. He's just not doing anything that says, "Ooh, he's going to put a boot in my ass." It's just no respect for the guy.
He does it. But I think it's more based on his actions than anything racial. I really do. I mean, this guy, especially worldwide, he's not looked at as a strong president.
Where are you, Patrice? How far are you?
Race.
I'm just traffic and things, and
all right.
I'm coming.
Breaking news: General Stanley McChrystal arrives at the Pentagon.
Oh, good. Boy, is
That's
that
from
going to
NBC
be
News.
An uncomfortable You think he flew commercial? His American Airlines flight is delayed in Dubai.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to make it.
Wow, is he not? He is in deep, deep trouble.
A lot of phone calls coming in. We'll take a break, continue with the phone calls possibly. We got Sandy Kane coming in to talk about the naked cowgirl thing. Patrice O'Neill is in traffic. He'll be here soon.
By the way, where's McChrystal from? Why do I keep saying McChrystal? And the
Bob
guy
McChrystal from Wonderama.
It couldn't have been more opposite.
No, there's a General McChrystal too.
He wanted to run the snake can game the way he wanted to run it, and I'll keep talking about Wonderama until
Danny punches
Jimmy
it up.
Looks at me
no,
silly.
But is that from JFK the movie? There was a General McChrystal, I think.
Yeah, you're mixing it up with something.
It's from the Kennedy administration, I think.
I don't know.
Kennedy.
Yeah, around there. There was a McChrystal.
Probably.
Also, Jerry Seinfeld, by the way, hates your girl.
I don't like Lady Gaga.
Hates your girl. We can talk about that.
Gaga.
We'll
Is
talk
that a
about
cliffhanger?
We'll talk about that after the break. Done. Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton, and now Patrice O'Neill in studio playing Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia, PA. One show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday at the Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. HeliumComedy.com for tickets. That's the easiest way. Or Big Mama Prods on Twitter to see what Patrice is about.
I wanted to read one thing because Patrice was talking.
First of all, the legal weapon thing. A lethal weapon, excuse me.
Yes, I was talking about General McChrystal, I keep saying. And I said it was somebody from the Kennedy administration. And I'm now being humiliated. It was the general from Lethal Weapon that they kept. Instead of McChrystal, I keep saying McChrystal.
If you make that mistake, we have no business doing this type of discussion.
Dude, I am such an asshole.
This type of a discussion.
But Patrice was talking about, like, is it a racial thing or whatever, the way that they're kind of saying we don't want a black boss. And the more I'm reading about this McChrystal and his staff, they don't respect. There's one thing. Team McChrystal likes to talk shit about many of Obama's top people on the diplomatic side. One aide calls Jim Jones, a retired 4-star general, a clown who remains stuck in 85. Politicians like McCain and Kerry, said another aide, turn up, have a meeting with Karzai, criticize him at the airport press conference, and go back to Sunday talk shows. Frankly, it's not very helpful. Only Hillary Clinton receives good reviews from McChrystal's inner circle. Hillary had Stan's back during a strategic review. And she said Stan wants something, give him what he needs. That's the only one they like, is Hillary.
Really?
Of all those people. So if you think they have trouble with a black boss, I mean, they're willing to have her, which is a kind of a woman with man's legs boss.
Interesting. I never would have thought.
Yeah, especially because Hillary, I bet you she makes a run for it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I bet you she makes a run for it.
They're just saying there was some kind of poll that was taken that said that she has like a presidential approval rating bigger than Obama and any of the candidates that they would put up against her right now. So she'll run.